This is Stephan from SK Mouthpieces in New York. Today I am going to show a little video of installing a new bite plate on this vintage Otto LinkTonemaster. So I'm also going to reface this mouthpiece, but the first thing I needed to do was to install a new bite plate, and I'm going to show you why. And you can see the bite plate just kind of fell off. All the glue is old glue. It's actually a bite plate that was reinstalled. So somebody made a bite plate for it and put it in, and you can see that it's kind of scraped off a little bit above the ridge and below the ridge, which is going to make my life a little easier today. I don't have to be so careful about not damaging the plating because it's already damaged. So I clean it off here with acetone. Want to make sure that it's absolutely 100% clean. And then I put this tape on here to protect it. So today on this piece here, it's not that necessary, but I usually do this just to make sure that I don't get into the plating. Then I got off the sides like this. And this is just regular electric tape. The yellow tape is tape that jewelers, they use to work on watches and things like that. And so this is a monomer, and then it's acrylic powder, and it's really just being first I put the monomer on there and let it dry a little bit, and then I take the excess out because I want to make sure I don't get too much in there, because then it creates little bubbles in it. And you can see at the end that I ended up with a few bubbles anyway, but the final result looked really nice anyway. So it dries, like it takes a little while for it to dry, and then I can take this the tape off, and then the beginning of it I just shape it with a mini belt sander. So I roughly get it in shape, and then the rest of it I do with a file. This is something that takes quite a while, actually. And here I use a file that has a finer grit on it. And now I can take the tape off. You can see I didn't touch in on the outside of the bite plate area, but I'm going to polish it up now. Around the bite plate as well, just to make sure that it actually is completely aligned. You know, start with 800 sandpaper. Sometimes I start with 400, but this time I started with 800 grit, and then I get finer and finer grit. At this point here I'm at 3000 grit, and it's 5000 grit, and then the last one is 7000 grit. And the 7000 grit sandpaper, I turn it around and use the paper side of it as well. And then I polish it off with a little polishing wheel. And you can see there's like little tiny bubbles that are in there. It looks, you can see it stands out when you look at it this close, but it actually ends up looking really nice. So, so that's the end of this little job here. The next thing that's going to happen is that this mouthpiece actually needs to be opened up a little bit and then refaced for a client. That was the request. If you enjoyed this video, please click subscribe. The refacing video for this mouthpiece is going to come up soon as well. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Thanks.